What's up, guys? I am back to answer some more of your Facebook questions that you posted on my Facebook page. This one goes out to Mary Alice. All right, she asked, what should I be doing for my programming for my non-class days? All right, so this is looking into, she CrossFits maybe 2 to 3 times a week, maybe potentially up to 4 due to our flex classes, and she wants to know what she should be doing on her non-CrossFit days. All right, this is a really great question. I know a lot of people probably wondered this same thing, and most people probably just sit and do nothing on their technically rest days, but that's probably the worst thing that you can do for your body, depending on what goals you have for yourself. All right, so I'm fully into active rest days. So knowing that maybe you were beating your body up really bad on Monday where you're super sore, and you can barely move, the worst thing that you can do for yourself is literally just sit. Maybe you probably have a desk job, sit at your desk the whole entire day, not thinking about moving at all because it hurts to move. All right, that's probably the worst thing that you can do for your body, because in order to get the soreness out, you want to make sure that you have to increase the blood flow to those muscles to literally push all that lactic acid back out of your body and be able to get back into what your muscles should feel like and how your body should feel. All right, so I'm going to give you guys about 4 to 5 different things that you can do on your rest days depending on what your goals are. Okay, so that's number 1. You want to understand and evaluate and really write down, what are my goals? All right, why am I at CrossFit Central? What am I doing there? What am I training for? All right, what do I want to get out of life? All right, knowing that CrossFit doesn't just make you fitter and better looking and awesome, it's a word. It's also getting you better at life as well. Okay, so making you a better person, making you a better athlete, making you a better human being in the long run. All right, guys. So making sure you write down what are your goals. Okay, going off of those goals, some things we want to look at is weakness training. All right, now I know, I came in like this, and I know a lot of people come in and they're not the best body weight movers. All right, so those are things like pull-ups, handstand push-ups, pistols we had today. So looking into those movements and doing weakness training. Okay, I'm gonna link up an article that CrossFit posted called G.O.A.T Training. So GOATs are basically your weakness. It's goal-oriented applied training. All right, so looking at what your goals are. Okay, what do you suck at? What do you want to get better at? And using that and creating volume into that. So it's basically every minute on the minute. It could last between 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how much volume you're used to that said movement. All right, and it's using it and looking at it in a strict or keeping way to get more volume to that movement, so that you're more efficient and you can handle a larger load in a sense. All right, guys. So I'll link that up below. But that's one thing that you can do. It doesn't have to last a whole entire hour of you training and working on that movement. It could literally last between 10 and 20 minutes. And you do that, 2 times a week on your off days, and I guarantee you will start to see improvement in that exercise immensely and very rapidly, probably more than you would not doing it. All right, guys, so that's number 1, GOAT training. Number 2, I don't think we do this enough, is low impact aerobic training. So this is literally going 60 to 70% of what your intensity level is. So that would be probably about 120 to 140 beats per minute. Taking that and using it in an aerobic setting. So it's either going for 25 to 40 minutes of hiking, maybe jogging. Most of us, though, when we jog, our heart rate might skyrocket further than that, so it may literally be fast walking. Swimming, air dyeing, rowing, whatever implements kind of lower impact, and just getting your body used to just staying at that rate for 25 to 40 minutes. That's going to help build your aerobic capacity. So if you're someone that goes into a workout for 25 minutes and usually die within the first 7 minutes, it's usually because your aerobic capacity is not very good. All right, I know mine is not the greatest, so this is something I am currently working on my rest days as well. So it's going to build up over time, and you're going to start to build up your aerobic capacity so that when those workouts do come, those 20 to 25 minute AMRAPs, you're able to push yourself the whole entire time and not necessarily pitter-patter out 10 minutes in. All right, so that's number 2, low impact aerobic training. Number 3 you could do is sprint training. All right, if you know that you come in here with a running background and you got that aerobic capacity down, maybe your sprint capacity, your anaerobic capacity is not the greatest. So I know Coach Megan Parsons puts out a great track WOD every single week, one a week. If you go to her website, I believe it's showoutmeg.com, you can check out, and she posts those all free every single week where she performs them at Westlake High School. So that's a great way to do it. Again, it only lasts probably about 15 to maybe tops 25 minutes. So it's not going to take a whole bunch of time out of you, but it's going to really train those fast twitch muscles and really get that anaerobic capacity down, so that when we do have those short 3-minute AMRAPs, rest 3-minute AMRAPs, you can really start to break those down and really excel in those. All right, guys, so that's number 3, sprint training. Number 4, probably don't do this enough, is mobilize. Mobilize, mobilize, mobilize. All right, a lot of you have ailments, whether that's in your knees, in your shoulders, in your hips. Something's always achy, something's always hurting. We come in here never strength training before. We dive into CrossFit full-on force because it's awesome. All right, but we also know that we need to take care of our bodies and love our bodies the way we should. So one thing that I highly suggest for everyone to get is Become a Supple Leopard. All right, just came out with a 2nd edition. They sell these at Barnes & Nobles. Super easy. It's just a list of all the mobility techniques that pretty much is out there. All right, Kelly Starr is a great mover in the force of mobility, and he has a ton of free resources online as well at mobilitywod.com. All right, so check those out. I would be spending at least 30 minutes a day on mobility. All right, if you don't have the time necessarily to do that every single day, I would especially use that for at least 1 day a week. All right, so what I would look at is doing 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 thoracic exercises. So that's our upper spine mobility work. All right, spending 2 to 4 minutes on each one. I would look at doing 2 to 3 lower body mobility exercises. So that's the hips, the knees, the ankles. Again, spending 2 minutes on each side. I would look at also doing 2 to 3 upper extremity exercises, whether that's the shoulders, the elbow, the wrist, so forth. All right, so that would knock out 30 minutes of your time, literally just moving from movement to movement, and getting those exercises down to help get you into a full range of motion and help cure some of those ailments that you may have. All right. Another thing that I've found out recently, if you go to YouTube, Mobility WOD, they have been putting out 30-minute mobility sessions where a guy will literally walk through and show you 30 minutes worth of mobility that you can do. So it's essentially a free online class that you can take where they specifically hone in on one joint. So I know I watched one yesterday where it was literally just the ankle joint they worked on for 30 whole minutes. So if you know that you have tight ankles, I'd check that out today and make sure you start that in your routine. All right, so that's another great thing that you can do on non-class days. The 5th one is to go to a licensed body worker. Things like as Next Level, ART, acupuncture, heat and massage. So giving some tender and love to our muscles that we like to beat up every single day. All right, I don't think we do this enough. It's great for you, and you definitely will feel better coming out of that. Maybe even more relaxed and restored than you were before. All right, guys, so those 5 things you can try out on your non-class days so that you can get to your goals a little bit faster. Okay, we'll review G.O.A.T training, aka weakness training, low impact cardio training, sprint workout, mobilize, and go to a body worker. All right, guys, so check out those 5 things. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this answers your question to the fullest. Mary Alice, have a good day.